portfolio? What type of investor is he? He's not an investor. He says that himself. But looking at Bitcoin, the post he put up recently, which I guess people say has moved the market again today, spoke with North American Bitcoin miners. They committed to publish current and planned renewable usage and to ask miners WW to do so. Potentially promising. All right, huge interaction here. 250,000 likes, tens of thousands of retweets, and more retweets here. Wow, English. All right, Bob Lucas has a nice response here. Bob Lucas is a great guy on YouTube and on Twitter. He's the one most famed for the 4-year cycle, and he's just rolling his eyes at this sort of comment. So Bob, I guess, understands what these tweets and the news and everything else means. It really just means an eye roll and just continue to follow the cycle and follow the charts. That's pretty much as simple as it is. I honestly don't want to overcomplicate anything that's here. And for new investors, investing is really crazy. You can put money in, takes 2 seconds to buy something. It can shoot up 300, 400, 500%. You've just made a ton of money. In our normal lives, we are used to spending tons of hours, tons of work, it's hard, a lot of heartache, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to make money on a weekly basis. The majority of people go through this every day. But in investing, it doesn't have to work like that. And the psychological game played within this is that we then have to go and overcomplicate stuff, go and find reasons for things, go to news sources. Why is this happening? What's happening over there? I need to figure out how this is all coming together so I can, beat the next person at the game. And it's like, there is a lot of work that has to be done. But with investing, the rewards can far outweigh the amount of time that you believe you've put into the job. It's a tricky thing to get by, but eventually, if you can push through that, you realize you can make life a hell of a lot easier, enjoy what you're doing, a lot less work, and you don't have to go through these processes of figuring out news and piecing these puzzles together. It's really quite straightforward. All right, if that didn't make any sense, hit me in the comments down below. I love that topic around the mindset and creating more cash. So let us know down below. Anyway, let's move on with what's going on in the cryptocurrency space. An update, we're at 1.6 trillion on the cryptocurrency market cap. Bitcoin 700 billion, Ethereum 300 billion, Binance number 4, Cardano number 5. So we're still looking pretty good. We've had a solid bounce today. Bitcoin 11%, and a lot of the tops are 20, 30% up, and Matic is the big winner here. So far today is 26, but the yesterday that just closed a few hours ago, I think it was up about 80%. So Matic's had a really solid day. However, we're going to look at that in the charts in a moment. Going back to the warning for cryptocurrency investors as well. Apart from the news, let's look at the altcoins against their Bitcoin value. So this is just an update to see how we are. I'm looking at this as a bit of a bounce, a bit of a relief rally, which you guys would know if you've been following the channel. If you haven't, make sure you hit the subscribe button, bell notification icon, so that you can stay updated with the content here. So Bitcoin dominance chart. Now, I've got a couple of scenarios that will play out here, and then we'll have a look at the cryptos. This is where we currently are. We're at 44%. Remember, months ago, we have a double top. So this is now Gann method, looking at how Gann would have used his tools that he invented over his lifetime. I'm using a weekly chart here. Double top, big double top, and Gann says we should expect around 200% of the move of this range here. We basically hit dead on that. These rules are absolutely nuts. Now, it's not always going to hit 200, so I look for around 150 to 161% because that's the fib number, and Gann used the 50% levels. So, knowing that he used the 50% levels, now we can get rid of this double top here. So officially, it's off the chart. This double top has played out. It's done exactly what we wanted it to do. That is now off the chart. This was the breakdown. I can get rid of this off the chart so we can clean it up. Now, the macro move here is from the low to the high. 50% is at 56. So 56% Bitcoin dominance. Are we going to see Bitcoin get that high? I don't know. I don't think many people were expecting Bitcoin to be at 40% back when it was on its move in November of 2020. But here we are, 40. So now we've run up to 48, down to 44. This is an overbalance in price, which means I expect more upside. None of this is financial advice. Also, it's not a guarantee. This is just looking at probabilities. So please, If you're going to come at comments saying this didn't work or whatever, have it in your plan just to buy, hold, and forget about it. But if you want to learn how to read charts within probabilities, then this is the way I do it. So we had an overbalance here. We've got some good volume. The 50% level of this